that started during that COVID period, which was probably a new milestone, I would say, where things started to lift off from and started accelerating much faster than what it used to be. That really gave us an opportunity to look at things beyond what we were normally doing, which was.
So what shape and form that it has taken, what stage it is at, what are your plans on that, and what is your personal involvement when it comes to the finance
Specifically, if I have to touch upon, we have something called as a digitalization group within the organization, who actually has interface with all the key departments functions, right? And then they try to understand the gamut of all the areas that can be digitalized, and then they will stitch it up with the help of the concerned stakeholders, including the IT department, and then move this entire journey to where we have something called as a productivity premier league that's currently going on in the organization this year, where we are trying to pitch one department over the other on various areas of productivity and including digitalization. And I'm mentoring the team for the ERP integration as such, where we had two different legacies who came together, and we are all on the same ERP platform, which is SAP. And subsequently, we had a better understanding and feel of what can be done better in this common ERP, where we have put together all our basic requirements, be it the MIS or the financial dashboards or all the variance analysis, what we call as walks, whether it is year on year, sequentially, and different periods, right? Last year, plan and forecast, all of that. We are able to put them together in a nice way, so that it is accessing that information is not difficult and it's not time consuming in making that information available. To that extent, we have advanced right now, which I will say in the larger scheme of things, from reporting to analytics, we have there, and we are at the stage of monitoring right now. On the financial forecast front, we haven't started predicting what will happen. That's the next, let's say, gamut of things that we need. Processes right, that will ensure that it will sustain in the long run for many years to come. Where things changed in a very dramatic way, unexpected and unprecedented, right? The demand for our products went up threefold in the first wave and tenfold in the second wave. So that is something that was something that was totally unexpected, and that really set a different kind of equilibrium in the entire organization. And we were surprised that we were able to do beyond what we thought we could do, right? That is a great experience, which is something that has set a right tone and a path forward. The other thing that which is very exciting for us is the government is on the way how we are going to do business and the way we're doing business. In fact, I think today they have announced for even more than 20 crore annual turnover, there is a e-GST invoices that are mandatory. So earlier it was 50 crores, now it is 20 crores. So that really is changing the way how we are doing. So this is broadly the kind of landscape changes that I see. That would be the productivity target that would be there for every country. And then we break it down broadly into 4 different streams. Business process, which covers all the sales, marketing, all the support function. Then we have production, then we have distribution, and then procurement, right? So these 4 streams would drive the entire productivity journey for the company. And I'm glad to say almost 1/3 of all the productivity savings that we have for last year was all which had a digital impact in it, in one form or the other, right? And that is something that is like a benchmark within our APAC countries, where
there was a time a few years back where all these investments were looked at with the lens of ROI and payback period, and there were a lot of Excel sheets churned to really see where the savings are coming, and a lot of debates, and somebody has to be an owner within the company to deliver those savings, right? I mean, at least that's what I've seen earlier. Has that changed now?
Productivity project has to pass through the finance review to ensure that there is real hard saving, which is visible, which is going to be visible in the P&L, and not just bookish kind of savings, right? So that is one thing that is a key hurdle or a metric that needs to be tracked, which ensures that there is growth, profitable growth for the company. So, while we have simple metrics from, it depends on projects to project, and then it comes into the reporting line, and which is also audited externally within the organization. It's not just, what finance.
Digitization group, it sounds like a COE. Is that like a full-time team which is being kept aside, your rock stars really being put into a team with a certain mission? Or is it, how do you do it? I mean, sometimes people rely on strategic partners to bring in that knowledge, because it's not only about tech, it's tech plus ops, and it needs to really sync in together to deliver value, right? Some perspective on that would be helpful.
Digitalization, they make a case for it effectively, and then ensure that there is good hearing that happens on the expectation of what can be done better, and then make sure that where does that fit in the overall strategy for digitalization. And then the projects are identified, brainstormed, and then make sure that we have a particular process where the IT or other stakeholders do prioritize the entire journey and facilitate the project. And just one more thing, which I just want to touch upon is the culture of that they really embrace this wholeheartedly. Many people, there is a perception, right? Digitalization means necessarily loss of job. Every head of department has to personally be involved and drive a particular project themselves.